Good morning, students. Computer network. This class, I'm going to discuss the transmission impairments. The signals travels through the transmission medium which are not perfect. The imperfection causes the signal impairment. This means that the signal at the beginning of the medium is not same as at the end of the medium. That means what is sent is not what is received. So what is called the impairment? There are three causes of impairments: attenuation, distortion, and noise. So first we see what is attenuation. Attenuation means the loss of energy. That is, the signal becomes weak. So when a signal travels through a medium, it loses its energy, overcoming the resistance of the medium. From one place to another place, it moves through the transmission medium. Therefore, the signal may lose its strength. So in order to boost that signal, we use the amplifier. The amplifiers are used to compensate for this loss of energy by amplifying the signal. So what is called the attenuation? So when a signal, whether it is a simple or composite, it travels through the medium. So it lost some of its energy in the medium. So this is why the wire carrying electrical signal get warms. Some of the electrical energy in the signal is converted to heat. So that we use the amplifier to amplify the signal. So this is the attenuation. Okay. So we at point 1, the signal, this is the original signal, and then this signal is transmitted. When the signal reaches at point 2, it is attenuated, that becomes weak. Then we use the amplifier. Then when the signal reaches point 3, through the amplifier, again the signal is amplified. So what is called the attenuation. So the measurement of attenuation is by decibel. To show the loss or gain of the energy, the unit decibel is used. So the decibel equal to 10 log 10 power P2 divided by P1. So at point 2, P1 is a 0.1. Okay. So P1 is the input signal and P2 is the output signal. So P1 is the input signal and P2 is the output signal. Then let me see one example. Suppose a signal travels through a transmission medium and its power is reduced to 1/2. This means P2 is 1/2 P1. Okay. In this case, the attenuation can be calculated as follows. The formula is 10 log 10 power P2 divided by P1. So what is the P2? P2 equal to 1/2 P1. Okay, that is 0.5 P1. So P1 cancel. Therefore, 10 log 10 power 0.5. So log 10 power 0.5 equal to minus 0.3. So 10 into 0.3 equal to -3. So a loss of 3 decibel, that is -3 means loss of 3 decibel is equivalent to the losing of 1/2 of the power. You see another example. A signal travels through an amplifier and its power is increased 10 times. So this means at point 2, it is increased 10 times, 10 into P1. In this case, the amplification, that is the gain of the power, can be calculated as follows. So 10 log 10 power P2 divided by P1. So P2 equal to 10 P1. So 10 P1. So 10 into 10 log power 10. So 10 log power 10 equal to 1. So 10 dB. So we have gain of 10 decibel, whereas in the previous case, we have loss of 3 decibel. Okay. This is another example. So given in the figure. At point 1, the loss of energy is -3 decibel. Then when we use the amplifier, then this signal is amplified to 7 decibel. Okay. Then again, it comes to point 4. The signal becomes -dB. Therefore, the total gain is 1 dB. So -3 -3 -6. 7 minus 6 is +1. Okay. Sometimes the decibel is used to measure the signal power in milliwatts. So it is denoted by dBm and is calculated 10 log 10 power Pm, where Pm is the power in milliwatts. Now calculate the power of signal with dB equal to -30. We can calculate the power in the signal as, so dBm equal to 10 log 10 power Pm. So this is given -30. Okay. Therefore 10 log, so you take E, then Pm equal to 10 power -3. Here take both side, 10 means 10 log 10. 10 log 10 is 1. Therefore Pm equal to here 10 power 3. So 10 power 3 milliwatts. Then second one is here distortion. The distortion means the signal change its form or shape. The distortion occurs in the composite signal. Each frequency component has its own propagation speed traveling through a medium. The different components therefore arrive at the different delays at the receiver. That means the signals have different phases at the receiver than they did at the source. Let me see. So this is the distortion. So this is a composite sine wave. Okay. So different phases. Then at the receiver, the signal changes its shape. Then third impairment is a noise. So there are different types of noise. So thermal noise, induced noise, crosstalk, and impulse. Thermal noise, that is the random noise of electrons in a wire created an extra signal, then induced noise from the motor and appliances devices actor, transmitter antenna and medium as receiving antenna. Then crosstalk, the same as the above but between two wires. Okay. Then impulse, spikes that result from the power lines, lightning, etc. So these are the various noise. So a signal is transmitted at point 1, then a noise happens. So at point 3, the signal changes. Okay, so received signal is like that. Transmitted this one, received signal is this one because of the noise. Then SNR, signal to noise ratio. This is the measure. The measure of the quality of the system, the SNR is often used. It indicates the strength of the signal with respect to the noise power in the system. It is the ratio between two powers. So it is usually given in the dB and referred to as SNR dB, signal to noise ratio decibel. Let us see one example. The power of signal is 10 milliwatt and the power of the noise is 1 microwatt. What are the values of the SNR and SNR dB? Okay. So the SNR equal to average signal power divided by average noise power. So that is the formula. Given average signal power divided by average noise power. So 10 milliwatt can be changed to microwatts. So 10,000. Then noise ratio is 1 millisecond. So not milli, it is a microwatt. Okay, that is equal to 10,000. Right. Then the SNR dB equal to 10 log 10 power SNR. 10 log 10 power SNR. So 10 log 10 power 10,000. So this is 10 power 4. Therefore 4 into 10 into log 10 power 10. Log 10 power 10 becomes 1. So 4 into 10, which is 40. Okay, another example. The value of SNR and SNR dB for a noiseless channels are SNR equal to signal power divided by noiseless means 0. So anything divided by 0 is a infinity. Therefore, SNR dB equal to 10 log 10 power infinity, which is also infinity. So we can never achieve this ratio in a real life. So it is an ideal. So this is the two cases of SNR, high SNR and a low SNR. So the signal, then a noise happens, then the signal becomes, it is a large SNR, then small SNR. For a this signal, noise happens, therefore the signal plus noise becomes like this.